Hello everybody and welcome back to our journey that is Terraria. Today me and Kingston will be taking on the next mind-boggling challenge in our run, which is taking down Skeletron and Queen Bee, two of the most annoying bosses that I find in the beginning of the game, next to the Wall of Flesh, who does nothing but steal your kids at night. We dive straight into the jungle to find what riches that is Queen Bee and, reminiscent of your evil sister's room. If you know back from the past that you spent the time with your sister if you had one, you know that going into her room was like a death trap. Same as Queen Bee. You enter the room, there's honey everywhere, you can get trapped and stuck, and nothing good ever comes out of this place. Now, of course, the average upon entering of the sister's room leaves you with one of the most evil tasks of your life. That is the task of trying to withstand your emotional state as she roasts you for not getting a single girlfriend in your entire life. It's a sad feeling that you must hold into your heart and hold back the tears that so graciously want to fall down your face. It's an awful feeling, but, we get through it as we continue to take down her health by beating her to death, because that's what you do to your sister. I mean, literally, I don't think I've met a single person who doesn't beat up their sister for making fun of them. Granted, you know that your parents will most likely want to get back at vengeance for you and, give you the punishment that you so much desire, whether that's timeout or a beating yourself. And we won't understand what that beating feels like until we reach the end result, that is Skeletron. But as we continue to beat our sister in a bloody frenzy, we finally do take her out as she cries, and we take all of her money, because that's what we do. Now, in all seriousness, though, we are trying to beat the Queen Bee to get the bee gun. The bee gun will be very vital in our fight against Skeletron later on, and hence being the purpose that we fight her a second time, and still don't get the bee gun, because our luck is insane. And after beating our beloved sister for a third time, we are finally able to obtain the bee gun. Now, with this bee gun, we'll be able to swiftly take out Skeletron with absolutely no issue, so we cry tears of joy. Our luck clearly has not run out just yet, as a meteorite happens to land on our planet, as we now get to mine it and get Kingston some sweet mage armor that'll make him more powerful to take down the Skeletron all by himself. This makes us very happy as we continue to mine and fight these flying fire meatballs that probably try to give you testicular cancer. Now it is here where we get to watch Kingston put on his armor in a very long fashion of time, because that's what he does. And we also get to watch the luxury of me building another set of houses for our awful land-taking NPCs who do nothing except stand there and watch as we continue to beat the world for them and cleanse it for all of its needs. Now we get to sit here and sleep the night away to get ready for the most anticipated fight of the century. But what's this? Oh! A blood moon! Wow! Well, I know this may seem bad, but as Kingston did remind me, we are able to fish up some zombie merman or other zombified mobs from the blood moon water, and are able to acquire ourselves the vampire frog staff, which will actually be very crucial when fighting these upper bosses because now we have a better summoning weapon. Not long after me and Kingston triumph over the first blood moon that we have encountered on this playthrough, but we are reminded that not everything is all sunshine and rainbows. To our surprise, a goblin army approaches from the east. Now, with the fact that these goblins are trying to take our NPCs, we know what to do, and that is to save them. These people that live rent-free on our land cause all this destruction and chaos to one group of men. These disgusting, filthy goblin creatures now has to suffer, because what else are we gonna do? We need them for the sanity of our NPCs. That just wouldn't be fair if we let them die. However, the only good thing that does happen with this whole goblin army thing, this infestation of disgusting creatures, we do get to get another filthy animal who does get to set foot on our land and take one of our houses in stock after we beat his friends in a frenzy. That is the Goblin Tinkerer. The Goblin Tinkerer has the ability to help us reforge all of our armor and loot, so maybe he'll become some viable resource later in the run. Now that we are pretty much ahead of the game, I finally decide that it's time to go get some Obsidian Armor. Now, the way I do this is just by using the infinite water bucket glitch to, get some water over the lava and spawn an obsidian. Then I throw down dynamite, as it's the quickest way to get it, of course. The result of getting all this obsidian will get us obsidian armor, and also give us buffs to our summons and our whip speed and damage, giving us maximum ability to take out Skeletron. But, of course, as all great things come to an end, I kill myself. Then, after all that's said and done, of the ending of killing myself and doing all this garbage to, bore you in every way, shape, or form, another blood moon spawns in as we do proceed to get our obsidian armor and our couple extra summons and damage, and take it out as quick as possible. We then do some hellstone mining, because hellstone mining is efficient on getting the imp staff, another staff that'll greatly increase our damage and allow us to defeat none other than Skeletron. Now, the most anticipated fight of all time begins with Skeletron, of course. Yep, we talk to the greasy old man who allows us to curse ourselves into fighting this horrific beast that you might call your father. Yep, back to the story of us. You've now beaten down your sister, and your father wants to give you the absolute beatdown. He uses his hands to spank you over and over again as he spins his head in a frenzy because he's screaming at you for your awful deeds. Of course, because you're having none of it, you run away and grab your belt and proceed to beat your father. That's right, you take over and become the owner of the house. You are now the man of the house. Now that you are the man of the house, however, you get the ability to explore none other than his dungeon, but that will have to come later.